Welcome to my humble laboratory. I'm happy to see you made it here tonight in spite of the nasty weather. You could say I've created a monster. A monster bash, to be exact. A fantastic new video game that will scare unsuspecting subjects of all ages into playing it.
Monster Bash tasks the player with defeating Dracula, the Frankenstein monster, and Chameleon Man? What the heck, Sega? Who's ever heard of Chameleon Man? Developed and manufactured by Sega. First released to Japanese arcades in January 1982. It was additionally brought to the United States later of that same year. To understand Monster Bash, we need to start with Sega's early years. Founded in 1960, Sega was originally an amusement and slot machine company. It wasn't until the late 80s that they seriously ventured into the video game industry. The first two screens take place in haunted manors, fighting against Dracula and Frankenstein's monster. The third takes place in a garden, fighting against Chameleon Man, which sort of breaks the whole movie monster thing that the first two bad guys had going for them. Each has some sort of gimmick to aid or complicate movement. Dracula's stage has paintings that warp around the screen. Frankenstein Monster's level has pits which immediately drop you to the lower level, and the Chameleon's garden has gates which flip up in different directions, plus color swaps which will reveal the location of the villain. Upon completing all three screens, the game loops and the difficulty increases. To attack, Little Red has zap power, which lets him shoot little lightning bolts, but these only work against the lesser enemies. While the sole boss monster in each screen is invincible. However, each screen also has a sword. If you light all the candles, it will glow and grant a super zap that can kill the main bad guy and let you proceed to the next stage. Monster Bash is a platform arcade game that was released by Sega in 1982. The player must use a four-way joystick to take control of a man called Bash Man, although he's frequently referred to as Little Red on the US flyer for the game. The first stage takes place in the mansion of Count Dracula, where Bash Man, Little Red, must zap the defending bats while lighting 4 candles to energize the magic sword. When Bashman touches the magic sword, while it is energized, he will gain the Super Zap power, which is the only way you can kill Count Dracula. Once he has done so, he will move on to the Castle of Frankenstein's monster. In the Castle of Frankenstein's monster, he must zap the defending wolfmen, who can crouch down to avoid getting killed, while lighting additional candles to energize the game's second magic sword and gain the super magic power again, which is again required to kill Frankenstein's monster. Once he has done so, Bashman will move on to the graveyard of Chameleon Man. What? Chameleon Man? Man, talk about cheated. You have Dracula, Frankenstein, and the Wolfman, and then the end boss of each stage is Chameleon Man? Interesting choice, Sega. There's a reason this game is obscure. Let's move on to the Chameleon Man stage, where he must zap defending spiders and light a single candle in the crypt to energize the game's third and final magic sword. However, Chameleon Man has the ability to change his color and become invisible. Bashman must walk over the 3 color change spots on the left side, right side, and bottom of the screen to change the color of the background and make Chameleon Man visible again. Much like Count Dracula and Frankenstein's monster, Chameleon Man can only die after Bashman has touched the magic sword. I must touch the magic sword!
Use the magic sword!
Once he touches the magic sword and it's energized, you gain the Super Zap power. Once he has done so, the game will begin again at a more challenging difficulty. And that is the gameplay of Monster Bash. And there you have it, the fascinating history of Sega's Monster Bash. may not have reached the same level of fame as some of Sega's other arcade titles, but the game holds a special place in the hearts of those who've experienced it and love it. This has been Papa Brad reminding you to always stay legit. Hello gamers, this is Papa Brad's Gaming, coming at you today with a mod perfect for Halloween. Of course, Monster Bash has just been released by AtGames and Zen Studios for the Legends 4K Pinball, as well as my favorite table of all time, the Creature from the Black Lagoon. What a fitting time to make some final cosmetic mods to my AtGames Addams Family pinball table, which I absolutely love. So without further ado, let's check out my Frankenstein mod. Simple installation, 2 Phillips head screws, put the 2 pieces together, make sure you don't over tighten it, it is plastic, and you are done. It's just that easy. Go, a fitting tribute to my favorite misunderstood monster, Frankenstein. Be sure to check out my Creature from the Black Lagoon review on AtGames Legends Pinball 4K. This has been Papa Brad. If you like this video, be sure to like and subscribe. Ring that bell so you see more videos like this. This has been Papa Brad reminding everyone to stay legit.